Hey guys, I'm going to give you some powerful tips in this video how to defragment if you're in a jam, if your reality is not comfortable or it's like really terrifying, whatnot. So let's troubleshoot. Okay. Um, First things first. First things worst. No, I didn't mean to say that. I don't know what came out. Worst things first. That's better. Yeah, what can we do? So I have a client and they're experiencing perpetual mind fucks. I need to call it out for what it is. And we will identify with the story. Now I have to tell you something about the story. The story of you, this is what life is for. Without the story, shit is meaningless. And that's inconsistency of reality is a hard pill to swallow. You know, this is why people spend many, even sometimes years on a spiritual path, because everything here is conditioned by information and story. And in effect, what you are is this pure being that has no shape, form, story, or personality. So it's kind of hard to disentangle yourself from all the narratives. But let's just assume this as a fact, that you are consciousness. Now you're experiencing story, you're experiencing feedback loops. And through identification, you may be experiencing very negative feedback loops, but you may get caught up in those. Why? Because feelings make it feel real, and thoughts are looping and persuading you that this is what's happening. So to your nervous system, to a first player immersion in this avatar puppet, you're really experiencing it. So the experience is real, but actually, if you would energetically remove the feelings and the thoughts from your data stream, you would then feel like, nothing ever happened. You see? So as long as you continue to loop it, it's real for you. And we're looping not one story. Like, I'm a hammer, I do this. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm hammering nails into walls and boards, wooden boards, everything. Hammering. I'm a hammer. So that would be a very, well, not so multi-layered human experience if you were just an inanimate object with one story. We have many stories. So the stories may create interdependencies, okay? Where my victimhood has to do with the circumstance, and the circumstance has to do with my upbringing, and my upbringing has to do with my previous life karma. So it's all now entangled. And then you can't see through the illusion, through the Maya of your mind. So here's one thing that can troubleshoot whatever mental labyrinth where you're not in ease, when you're not in grace, when you're not in abundance, where you're not in self-empowerment. And then even people tell you, you can manifest and there's all these spiritual laws and and we're living the abundance. And you're like, I hate you because I just feel like everything sucks. And like, I don't even want to believe that that manifestation abundance is true, because it won't be fair, because I'm going through all of this anguish. So you're not even in like a frequency match to be in this positive vibration, because you're like, it sucks, dude, it sucks, it just sucks. So yeah, we have to have some kind of holistic perspective. People really experience suffering, and on another level, that whatever you experience, whatever suffering, it wasn't even real. But in the game of life, you may be stuck in that experience. So how to break out and go up? So one tip, you can say, okay, so I'm actually done with this suffering. And then you can say, okay, God, consciousness, creator, whoever is in charge of this simulation or this life, get me the F out of here. Like you need to yell it at the universe. Okay? I'm going to talk about anger in a minute. How it is a force that actually can transform your data stream. On a metaphysical level, you can direct that power, that raw energy of anger, not to still battle inside of the loop where you're projecting that anger on the circumstances or people, but you saying, I had enough of this. God, you project all of that anger to God. Get me the F out of here. Like I release my patterns, I release my thoughts, I release all this energy of my emotions, identifications, convictions, personal. I give it all up. Just get me the F out of here. And you will be teleported to another level of the game where everything is cozy. I swear to you, this works. The thing with people, they don't want to give up the story. Even if they're like a junkie victim consciousness story, poverty, I'm trying to like battle my way out of hell and I'm like being eaten by dragons and then I'm fighting and then I'm doing everything to protect my family. We have reasons. We have interdependent reasoning that we don't want to give up the freaking fairy tale drama, first person RPG, okay, first person character playing immersions. So with that, you can't help people. Actually, they might complain how life is hard, but they don't want to give up the story. But if you are feeling inclined to give up tiny little bits of pieces or everything that's not working, you can straight up just give it up and the data stream will be refreshed and you get into a different story, different timeline where you will have no identification with the person and the pain and the struggle that you have been experiencing. But we love to experience and identify. And you know, if we're losing connection to our storyline, the first person character, the ego that is being kind of like uncanny because it's leading you into like all of these thoughts defragmenting, and then you're going there and you're like empty consciousness. Now, once you get to empty consciousness, you will be blissed out. But while the ego is defragmenting and your mind is prompting, are you sure you want to close these tabs? Are you sure you want to close these tabs? Are you sure you want to grab those tabs? You want to re-identify it. So interdependent tabs, interdependent identifications. I'm not a very good, like Eminem, fast rapping. I'm not very good at fast rapping yet. So I may stumble on words. I have to practice that. So yeah, you can give up the identification and you can proclaim it. And you can also use when you're tired of your circumstances, instead of directing that power, I mean, you can propel yourself into action and conquer the circumstances. And most certainly do squats. Like this like helps your energy stream actually circulate. Okay, so you can use this raw energy that we call anger, but it's just like very raw energy that is actually protecting you to dispel your mind. You can kick out thought streams that you don't want to engage with just by righteous anger. Okay, it's only directed at whatever's looping in your data stream. And if you direct it even further at like the supreme organization, computer consciousness that is making up your reality, you can get instant manifestation. Directed all the way from the lower frequency all the way into higher frequency and just, I'm sick of this. I give up all of this in order to get that. And timeline switch. Okay? Then another thing that's like a lesser degree of this that you might use to mood board and kind of like get out of some circumstances and just get into better ones without saying, I give up everything. I give up my life to you, oh Lord Jesus Christ, baby Lord. Without that, you can do I'm trapped. And you recognize you're trapped in a situation that the mind is creating so many ways to get you out from, Okay, this is when we intellectualize, we strategize, we logicize, but the basic assumption is that we don't have something. And now we're thinking of the ways to get it, or the basic assumption is a problem point, and now we're being creative with all the ways we can solve that problem. Guess what? On another level of reality, the problem does not even exist. It is that you're coming from the assumption of scarcity, assumption of the problem. Now you're employing this Tinky Winky pad computer to troubleshoot the problem through linearity, physicality, so you're going to find a way around it. But that's going to be too ego junk when you're trying to control reality, and that's going to be very actually hard, because there will be all this push and pull that you're trying to do, and it's going to breed, you know what results you're going to get if you're starting with the assumption that there's something is not here, or there is a scarcity of that, or there is a problem of that. You're going to work it. You're going to end up still experiencing the problem, and whatever you have built on the foundation of having a problem, all the solutions will still be projecting your assumed problem onto this reality. So it's like, I don't have enough money, and if there's that belief persisting in your subconscious mind, and you make money and there's never enough, you pay the bills and it's like never enough, and you make more money and you create more ways, more strategies, and you make more money, but there's never enough. And then, like, if there's a belief inside of you, like, I'm not loved, poor little me, I'm not loved, and you don't discover it, and then you're going to do everything, and you're going to search for love in all the wrong places, and you're going to try to get love in all different shapes and forms, and you're never going to feel actually like it's solved. So shortcut here, dump the story, dump the feeling out of your system, and replace it with a different data stream, and you're going to be self-fulfilled, wealthy, healthy, positive, rich, whatever, loved. And yeah, there's no need to compensate and overwork. So if you find yourself in this already labyrinth of your mind and feelings that create all of these interdependencies in your character, and they're just like, I'm trying to solve it, but it's just a karmic loop. Well, you can ask yourself this, and it's very effective. How does all of that, whatever I'm assuming, whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm troubleshooting, whatever I'm projecting, whatever I'm intellectualizing, whatever I'm suffering, how is this actually teaching me that I'm already everything that I'm looking for? That I'm already the highest, most enlightened, most free version of myself? How is this mess that I'm experiencing right now actually showing me that I am free, transcendent of all of that, that I'm able to create anything right now, that I'm most enlightened, most magical, most like highest version of yourself, whatever you want to call it? Like, literally, how is this teaching me that I am God? If you want to say it in these words, God meaning the omniscient, omnipotent being. How is this teaching me that I'm omniscient, omnipotent being that can actually snap my fingers and like shift this reality however I want it to? If I snap my, how is this mess actually teaching me that I'm this? So you need to ponder this, and then looky, what's going to happen. Okay, but we like to pretend that we're limited, that we're human, and we love these stories and complexities, and we love to suffer in our imagined nightmares, because we are producing and directing and acting in this reality. So you choose. Last but not the least, I'm gonna just tie up this, how you are omnipotent, omniscient being, how this mess is teaching you this, and the anger. So I actually took the anger, director anger God from Ramakrishna, who was a Hindu saint, my broski, because I'm Hindu. I don't know if you noticed. A little bit. Okay. So Ramakrishna said, whenever you experience anger, direct that anger straight to God for not revealing itself to you. Now, how simple and smart that is, it's everything that I said in this video. But if I've just said this one thing, Ramakrishna said, direct your anger to God. Whenever you're angry at something, direct this anger to God for not revealing itself to you. That would be, I'm not doing in my Hindu, I'm doing my Slavic version, and actually an impression of a former president of Yugoslavia, but it doesn't matter, that's a really niche type of humor that might be for one of yous, if you get the joke. However, you feel angry, direct this anger directly to the Supreme Lord Krishna for not revealing his ass to you. And if I just said that, it would sound like a cool quote, and then it would be just one information, and then you would watch like 200 TikTok videos today, and it would just be buried inside of this sea of information. So I'm just taking some time to elaborate what Ramakrishna already said in one very simple anecdotal phrase of wisdom. I don't know, like I'm going too much with my lexicon here. I'm like it's hilarious. Okay guys, I feel like I'm done for this one, and don't want to buy my offers. I'm installing them in the links below, and you should get them because they will change your life. Or I'm just gonna get your money, and I'm not gonna change your life. Or we're just gonna have fun. Or well, I don't even know what the offers are, but yeah, just if you see anything with a price tag, just go click and buy it. Swipe, swipe.